Hi guys, sorry, my computer just crashed. I came over to use it and the screen was black, so I had to turn it off and turn it on again. Get hold of you guys. Sorry, guys, 57 people here. Sorry, I'm late. Hello everyone. Hi guys. We go up and see who's here. Meryl's here. CDC's here. Violet Flames here. Fox Girl. Bella, Amy. Summer, Princess Brianna. Kristen, Faith, Sarah, Nonna, Mel, Dylan. Hi, guys. Hi, Ali. Hi, Shai Shai. Hi, Divine Manifestor. All right, guys, let me get to the questions. I can only see them starting at Meryl. I think there were more before that, but they disappeared. So I can see the one where Meryl says hello. Was that the first one? If there were more before that, guys, write them again. Kisses from Argentina. So excited for this live. Oh, Meryl, darling. I'm trying my best to ignore the 3D and just seeing my SP and I together and visualizing our wedding as much as possible. Also, inner conversations of manifesting small but nice things, persisting. Wonderful, darling. Look, the 3D is a motherfucker, honestly. My 3D this year, some things have happened that I'm just like, okay. You've just got to realize it's your old thoughts playing out. You've just got to think, did I have some really shitty old thoughts? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, here they are. Okay? So be persistent. You're doing exactly what we're meant to be doing, though. Hey, Lois, have you seen the movie I Feel Pretty? Oh, no, I haven't. If you've not, you've got to see it, and all your subscribers should watch it. It's the ultimate self-concept movie. Just watched it last night. So good. Is that kind of like she imagines she's beautiful and then she suddenly is? With, I don't know who you mean. It's kind of like that movie with Gwyneth Paltrow when the guy thinks she's beautiful but she's hugely overweight and he sees her like Gwyneth Paltrow but actually she's massively obese. What's that one called? Well, maybe that's the opposite. It's kind of like seeing her as not as she actually is, not loving her anyway. I haven't seen that one either. Wonderful. I must watch it. Thank you, darling. I will do it. Hey, Lots from Alberta, Canada. I always say you're the shit. Oh, darling, thank you. I've listened to all the recommended nighttime self-concept affirmation videos. Is there one that is best for ongoing maintenance? I recall you saying less affirmations in a bit are better than a ton. No, I just mean mine have only got 7 to 8 affirmations within the sleep tape. Dylan James has got like 30 to 40. I just think that's too many for your brain to soak in overnight repetitively. I just think that's too many. That's what I mean by too many. But I'm doing some more. I probably won't get the new sleep tape out this week, guys, because I've got to do it's my brother's 40th birthday today, and I've got to put a thing together for his birthday. And it's going to take me a while. So I think there'll be no new video on Thursday. I'm terribly sorry. It might just be a whole lot of lives until next week. Sorry, guys. I'd like some tips to manifest money and a specific car. I want that now because my SP is already mine and married to me. Well, wonderful, darling. So say I've got all the money I need. I love my new car. It was so easy for me to get. Drive your old car as your new car. Imagine what you do with all the money. Do some scripting about what you do with the money. Think about your lifestyle with the money rather than the money itself, okay? You always raise me up. Oh, great, Fox Girl. Thanks for the suggestion. I'll look for that movie. Yes. Hey, I'm from AB2. I hope you're staying warm. Oh, are you, darling? Loz said it's better 3 or 4 apps. I saw that video. Choose the ones that resonate with you more. Look, if you're doing a loop overnight, you can have like 8 of them, but you've got to have about 4 to 5 just really key self-concept stuff that's your deep self-concept shit, like I am always chosen. I am more than good enough. I never do anything wrong. I can't fuck this up. Whatever your problem is, you've got to have those key ones, guys, and you can record them yourself and put them as sleep affirmations if you want. It's a comedy, but it's how we should all be living. So funny, but so eye-opening, so good. I'm going to watch it again later. Oh, I must watch it. I love comedies, yes. What do you think of affirmations? Yes, do it. I hope you don't mind them mentioning it, but I found 1 hour YouTube video called 1 Hour Mo Hits Affirmation on YouTube, and I'm loving it. I've heard of that Mo Hit channel. Never listened to it. Guys, it's just forming your affirmation as a question. If it sinks in better into your brain that way, use it. Laura's got major birds for land. SP is next. I can feel it. Oh, Samantha, what's happened? Howdy from Texas. Oh, howdy. Hi, Loz. If you ever revised the old story to where we never broke up, do I still affirm we are happily back together or assume we never broke up and affirm as if we've always been together? Just say, he loves being my boyfriend. We're so blissfully, happily coupled up. Imagine you're back together. If you've revised it, imagine you're together now, not back together. Like imagine you're together. In the now, you're together. You revised it, so you're back together. Either you're back together. No, so don't say back together in your mind. You've revised it, so you're together now. He loves being my boyfriend. We're so happily coupled up now. Back kind of is clunky if you revised it. You shall already so go. Sorry, guys, I was late. Hi, Loz. What do you do when the third party is his ex-wife and mother of his kids? Oh, yeah, I've had that, darling. What can I affirm to help with triggering when I see them conversing and talking, texting because they are in contact with kid? Guys, just because they're in contact with the ex-wife doesn't mean they want to be around that woman. Most of the people who are getting divorced and their exes and they've got kids, they don't like the baby mama. They don't get along with her. They're doing it for the sake of the child. You've got to understand that they're no threat to you because they've split up. You've got to take the splitting up as they don't want each other. That relationship is totally dead and gone and buried. They want me. They're only conversing and have to converse because of the child. Honestly, most SPs with an ex-wife wouldn't even be talking to the ex-wife if it wasn't for the child. They wouldn't have any contact whatsoever. They have to because of the child. You've got to understand that's the only reason why they're still talking to her. So don't be triggered by it. That's a whole lot of you not feeling chosen and wanted by him, and you're seeing her as a threat or a problem. It's just co-parenting. They co-parent perfectly. All they talk about is co-parenting. That's it. She's no threat to me. He doesn't want her. He wants me. It's me he's chosen. I'm the chosen one. You've got to start thinking that, darling. That's a whole lot of you not feeling chosen. Hang on. What's happened here? Just jumped. Sorry, guys. Oh, my God. It's massively jumped. And there's 110 people here, and I'm taking too long to answer these questions. Good evening, Loz. Today's my 44th birthday. Oh, happy birthday, darling. And I spent a wonderful evening celebrating my beautiful SP. Oh, did you, Ellie? Oh, happy birthday, darling. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's a great birthday. Loz, can I revise my godmother's severe back pain of 30 years, even though I wasn't born yet? I would ask her what caused her injury to get accurate affirmations. Thanks for all your help. You can, darling, or you can just say she doesn't have back pain anymore. All her pain has gone away. And imagine her ringing you and saying, it's like a miracle. All my back pain's gone away. I don't get it anymore. I don't know why. And you'll be like, I know why. If you don't know the story, don't worry about it. Just imagine or you can imagine, just revise whatever injury it was, it's revised. I've revised it for her. Do that, darling. Hi, Loz, had the best romantic weekend with SP. He confessed he loves me with his whole heart, but was afraid. Oh, don't worry, Faith. Don't worry about the afraid part. That's just you thinking it's still not going to work out. Okay, it's your old thinking playing out, but run with he loves you and with his whole heart. Run with that, darling. Don't worry about the afraid part. It'll all come together. Just throw that bit away. Pretend you didn't say that bit. Love you, Loz. Oh, hi, guys. Hello. Thank you for all you do, Loz. My SP is back, and I'm determined to keep him, continuing with the self-concept, and I know it takes time for him to conform. Should I affirm for how I want him? Absolutely. And keep on top of your self-concept. Don't just, guys, when they come back, don't just affirm for how you want them, and let your self-concept slip. That's a mistake some people make. I made that mistake, okay? So don't do that. Let your self-concept be the key, and then that's a bonus, how you want them to show up, and don't be thrown by them and don't react. So whatever we say, whatever we set our mind to, and we live in the end and forget the old story, we can manifest. Sweet, exactly that. Hi guys, part 1. Dylan, I'm super proud. I slipped and saw SP's Insta with maybe a third party. I didn't spiral. See, I'm glad you put maybe. I didn't spiral because I know he loves me only. It's just my old story still playing out. Back to ignoring 3D is mine now. Good, Dylan. Where's the rest of it? Back on the horse, I consciously created the third party. I realized that's what I wanted, for him to see my value. Be careful what you wish for. I'm changing. It's done. No one compares to me and my love. We'll say that, darling. No one compares to me and my love. Guys, look, you can read into all kinds of pictures that you see on. I've done that before and twice, and it was never a third party, and I've dreamt it up, and it wasn't a third party at all. Don't dream up a third party just by seeing a picture with your person. Just banish the idea of that being a third party out of your mind, darling. You're piecing that together as a third party, and for all you know, they're nothing of the sort. So make them nothing of the sort, okay? Don't create that story. Yeah, it was the first. Yes, I was the first. Oh, wonderful. What do you do when the third party, I saw that one. I hadn't seen SP in a month. We were intimate and he stayed the night. When leaving, he didn't kiss me. He was affirming like a bitch as he was getting ready. I didn't spiral, but did get sad. I texted asking. Where's part 2? Asking, I can only see part 3. Asking, now I don't trigger myself. I'm persisting. I'm deserving, worthy of commitment. We're coupled up. I cried today. I'm not sure why. Sometimes I feel in limbo. Any suggestions? I just keep telling. Oh, God damn it, Whitney. I can't see part 2. What did you do? You texted him what? Guys, if they don't kiss you and all that stuff, that's still you thinking they don't want you. It's still the old thoughts playing out. So don't be thrown by it in the 3D. Be like, okay, well, I clearly still have a thought that he doesn't want me, or he's just using me for sex, or this is just sexual, this is friends with benefits, or some fucking shit. because I didn't get any affection just then. And then affirm. Next time I see him, he's going to throw his arms around me. He's going to kiss me. He's going to kiss me as soon as he sees me. He's going to kiss me in the morning, hold me in the morning. All those things. Okay, it's just the old them playing out. Hey, Lois, can you explain the ripple effect that revision can have? Well, basically, you're changing the memory because it's only a memory. Therefore, it proceeds, as Neville calls it, into the future. Because it's just a memory, guys. You can't go back there. You can't get in a DeLorean car like in Back to the Future, drive back to the event, go, oh, I'm here now, reliving it. It's just your memory of it. And say your brother was there or your sister was there or your mum was there. It's their memory of it. It's everyone's memory of the event. So if it's simply a memory, as you change the memory within your reality, then everyone's memory of it in your reality changes because it's your reality. Hey, Loz, Amanda from Create Your Future got engaged. It was lovely. Thrilled for her. Oh, did she? Oh, to Andrew. Oh, how lovely. Oh, was that on her latest video or something? How do you know that? Oh, I'm thrilled. I love her. I love Amanda from Create Your Future. Oh, congratulations, Amanda, if you ever watch this. Oh, we've heard about Andrew for so long. Well, she imagined she was married to him for a long time, didn't she? And it's worked. Oh, that's lovely. Is that in her latest video or something? I love her. I really think Amanda's just fantastic. She's one of the first channels I watched where it actually made sense. First I watched Veronica Riles and bloody Agnes Vivarelli and went, these people are idiots, and then found Create Your Future and went, Amanda knows what she's talking about. Wonderful. Oh, I'm thrilled for her. Hi, Loz, would love your counsel on this. When manifesting SP back, is there a significant financial disparity between us? Oh, if there is a significant financial disparity between us, is it best to A, see him in his new version as totally financially stable, or affirm that money doesn't affect our relationship at all? Or my resistance with A is that it might take him time to be financially stable place because he's an actor. Is that might take him time? Look, just see him as a, okay, see him, if he wants to be an actor and that's the only job he wants to do and it's making him financially unstable, see him as a successful actor. He makes a full-time living as an actor. He's such a successful actor. He's a full-time successful actor. He makes a living being an actor. See that for him. If that's what he really wants, see that for him. But say finances have nothing to do with our relationship. It has no bearing on our relationship whatsoever. We are both comfortable with each other's financial situation. He loves that I'm an independent woman and I earn my own money. It doesn't affect me. And then if your situation in your mind is you actually want him to earn more and you see him as unstable as an actor and therefore financially unstable, I have a lot of actor friends. Some of them are very financially unstable. Others are like highly successful and are full-time actors and don't do anything else. So it's absolutely possible. Out of all of my friends who are actors, I have a lot of friends who are successful full-time actors. They don't do anything else. Okay, so it's totally possible. You've just got to believe that for him. Okay, but you've also just got to take that obstacle out of your mind that it's even a problem in your relationship. So everything you said, see him as this new version, totally financially free, and that it doesn't affect your relationship at all. Can you tell me how you would manifest your own bookstore / coffee shop if you have zero in the bank, all for credit, etc.? Or just like you would if you didn't have a house or a car. I love owning my bookshop, coffee shop. I love having a bookshop that's a coffee shop. Everyone loves coming to my coffee bookshop. I have the best coffee bookshop in bloody blah. Go and listen to the story about Neville Goddard's brother who had no money and no ability to buy the building that his parents used to own. And he used to stand there every day and look at the building and imagine G. Goddard and Sons or something, whatever it was, written on the top. And then one day, a person who was barely an acquaintance of his saw him standing there and he said, this building's for sale. Do you want me to buy it for you? And he went, what do you mean? He goes, well, I've got the money. I know you don't. I'll buy it for you. Because he just imagined he owned it, imagined it for years. And then one day someone just gave it to him. And then when that guy died, he inherited the whole thing. Okay? So just imagine you own a bookshop. You don't know how. You just fucking do. It'll come about. You may have answered this in another video, but what are your thoughts about healing before you manifest? Guys, not before you manifest. There's no such thing as before you manifest, Cynthia. You are manifesting all the fucking time. You mean before you consciously do it? Well, unfortunately, while you're trying to heal, you're manifesting what's currently fucking happening. So I'm sorry, I don't know who you've been listening to. You're manifesting all the time. Your thoughts are being sent out all the time. They're getting reflected back. You can't not do it. It's how your subconscious works. So whilst you're healing, things change. But you don't just suddenly decide one day, oh, I'm healed. Ting, a little bell's gone off. Ting, 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 you're fully healed now. Oh, okay. It's like these bitches who teach shadow work and say, oh, now you're fully healed. Now you can manifest. What? How do you know I'm fucking fully healed? I might get triggered tomorrow, you silly bitch. What are you talking about? How do you know you're fully healed? No one knows they're fully healed. How do you know that? There's a little man keeping notes and the little alarm goes off. You are now officially fully healed. Oh, okay, I can get on with my life and manifest. Oh, fuck, but I'm manifesting this whole time. I've been manifesting a whole lot of shit thinking I wasn't manifesting for years while I was healing. Guys, you don't have to be perfect to manifest. I just want you to be a work in progress. We're all a work in progress. Your self-concept does not have to be 100% for you to manifest what you want. I just want you to be a work in progress. You're manifesting all the fucking time. There is no manifesting or not manifesting. You're always doing it. If you're lost, please go and watch my video in the YouTube called Manifesting All the Fucking Time. It's the first video in my How to Manifest playlist. Please go watch it because you're a bit confused about what the fuck is happening in your life right now, in your reality. And no, you don't have to be fully healed. Whoever told you that's a fuckwit? You've been listening to someone talk about shadow work or some crap. No. Was manifesting a week off work and got COVID? Oh, well, sometimes it happens in mysterious ways, darling. Lois, can I stop something undesirable from happening in the future? If so, how? Why are you thinking it's going to undesirably happen in the future? You're going to manifest that. Oh, I hope this thing doesn't happen. And then it fucking will because you're worried about it. Just imagine it doesn't happen. Oh, that thing didn't happen. Thank God. Imagine telling a friend. But stop anticipating it's going to happen. Also, I affirm so much, but when work is crazy busy, I find myself slacking on it because my mind is distracted. That's okay with work and not idle. Is that okay? I'm afraid it's not enough. Sometimes, guys, don't be afraid it's not enough. Okay? You can't be affirming all fucking day. Shallow Hell. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. Yeah. Hi, Loz. Acting is my passion. It's my calling. Do you have any tips on being an established actress and getting casted for roles in TV shows and movies? Do what my friends do who are successful actors and just have enormous self-belief and don't take no for an answer in your mind. Whenever you get turned down, just be like, okay, whatever, next. Just like Meryl Streep did when in her early career. She'd go to auditions and they'd be like, you've got a funny look. We don't like your nose. You don't look right for the part. She'd go, well, you might not appreciate me, but others will. Thank you. And she just moved on to the next audition, right? She had an unwavering faith in herself that she was going to be famous and she was an excellent actor. You've got to do that. Just have unwavering, blind faith in yourself. The end. And just see yourself as a successful actor. That's it. And every role you go for, imagine you've got the role. Hi, Loz. My SP and I have been broken up for a month. He called me last night while with a woman and said, tell her we broke up. She read our messages. My shit self-concept, lol. What? While with a woman and said, tell her we broke up. She read our messages. Oh, so he made you tell the other woman that you're broken up with. Oh, that's no good. So, Patricia, you've got a belief that he doesn't want you and you're not chosen by him, and then things are manifesting in an awful way in your reality, like him trying to get you to convince some woman he's trying to get down the pads of that he's not with you. You've just got a really strong belief that he doesn't want you. That's what that is. That's all that is. And if you've been affirming for a while, it's still playing out. That's all it is. Don't be thrown by it. Just think, okay, he's turned into an ass because I turned him into one. Guys, when they turn up like a see you next Tuesday, you've got to understand that you caused that with your thinking. Especially if they were great before. Was he good before? And now he's turned into that? That's why. Jumping here from Kim Velez's IG Live. Love you both. Oh, is Kim Velez going live on Instagram? Is she? Didn't know she did that. I don't even use my Instagram. Kind of opposite. Watch it. Okay. Oh, it's the opposite, yeah. When working really stresses me out, do I affirm against it? I.e., work never stresses me out. I'm so relaxed about everything, etc. Sometimes the day-to-day really gets my goat. Well, guys, stop saying your day-to-day gets your goat. Stop saying your work is stressing you out. Stop saying your work is stressful. My work's never stressful. I remember when work was stressful. It's not like that anymore. Say that. Would love to do a sleep money affirmations. Everyone keeps asking me. I will do one. Hey, Laws, I'm having so much male attention at the moment. ASP has started viewing my stories, giving everything good meaning. So happy. Oh, Sinead, love that. Okay, so I text SP. He hasn't responded yet, but he posted on Facebook. Thoughts? Any help would be awesome. I'm struggling tonight. Rebel, fucking stop texting them, please. If you're texting them and then you're going on socials to check if they're there, oh, they're alive, why haven't they texted me back? That's a whole lot of you thinking they don't want you. And the more you look and check the 3D to see if they're actually out there being sociable and ignoring you, the more they'll fucking ignore you. Guys, if you think they're ignoring you, they will. If you're going and checking socials to see if they're actually active, and then you're verifying in your mind that they're ignoring you, you're going to have more ignoring. You've got to understand, guys, if you think they're distancing, leaving you on read, ignoring you, if you read into that, you're making it be more of that. He's coming towards me. Of course, he texts me back, and please stop texting him. Just stop. Just be in your queen energy and fucking stop. Let him come to you, please, and say he's coming to you, and ignore what the fuck. Stop looking at the 3D for verification of the fact that he's ignoring you. Hi, Loz. I'm having such a hard time letting go old story go. I feel like I'm at the point where I just want to move on from the past and find someone new. Well, then do that, Mary Beth. I can't help people who just want to move on. Guys, if you want to move on, move on. I don't know what to tell you. You either can't get rid of the old story enough and you have to move on, or you've fallen out of love with them. There's two things there when you give up. Or you truly believe in your heart of hearts that you can't change this and he's never coming back, and that's why you're moving on. But I don't believe you half the time, guys, when you say you want to move on because you don't love them anymore. I believe it's what you're saying here. You can't let the old story go. Well, then you're kind of screwed. So you're going to have to move on. That's the only time I would ever say to anyone, move on. That your story with them is so prevalent and so strong that you can't possibly get rid of it. So move on then. But then you're going to just find an old story in a new person? Have you fixed your self-concept that caused that old story in the first place? I fucking hope so if you're going to move on, guys. Otherwise, you're just going to germinate that in another person. It'll be great for a couple of months, and the same shit will happen. You'll be back to square one, and then you'll be saying to me, I want to give up on the second person. It's up to you, Mary Beth. It's completely up to you. I understand it if you've fallen out of love with them. I understand if your self-concepts improve. But if it's just because you can't get rid of the old story, that's because you haven't got rid of the old story of you yet. And it will just manifest in the next person, just so you know. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Oh, that's all right, darling. That movie is with Tony Robbins. Love that. Oh, is Tony Robbins in that movie? Love Tony Robbins. How should I manifest my desired body? Like what affirmations? I have the perfect body. I have my dream body. Everyone loves my body. My body, I've got the ideal body. Speaking of bodies, I'm so hot in here now, guys. Sorry, hang on. I'm just going to turn my aircon on. Just give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. I had the aircon off because it's making too much noise, but it's like a sauna in here now. So just say you've got your ideal body. Hello, lots. Hi, Judy. How are the courses coming along? When to expect them? Oh, fuck, Judy. I don't know. No idea. I've been in such a good place, but now I'm wondering what is happening here. Because you're looking at the 3D and you're texting him like a bitch. Stop that, please. Your cheeks are looking rosy and skin is glowing. Oh, thank you, darling. Hi, Lord. Success. I dropped the old stories and SP said the what? Where's the rest of it, Kimberly? Oh, fuck, guys. Don't just give me one sentence. You can write a whole fucking paragraph here. I can't go find it when there's 167 people here. I can't go find part 2. Hey, Loz, I keep running across a guy on the internet who has caught my eye. Oh, my God, girl, he is cute. Lol. We don't know each other. Do I just imagine us being together? Thank you so much. erock.com. Oh, thank you, darling. Yes, absolutely. See yourselves together. I saw myself with someone, and miraculously the next week he was doing a talk out near my house. I could walk there. It was a 10-minute walk from my house, and we got together that night. He didn't know me. Just imagine it in your mind. I've been listening to your sleep tapes for a few weeks. Oh, good, darling. I want to manifest 4 things. How to affirmations for each should I do? Maybe 2 or 3 for each one. Loz, do you recommend having 5 self-concept? I'm comfortable with it. Yes, that's great. Really main ones? Absolutely. How can I get a healthy communication relationship with my SP without third parties getting involved? Well, why are you thinking third parties going to be involved, is involved? Why are you even thinking about the bitch? Just say, I have a beautiful communicative relationship, healthy relationship. We have beautiful communication. He and I have beautiful communication. We're in a healthy relationship. Just banish the bitch in your mind. If you think they're going to get involved, they'll get involved because that's you feeling unwanted and unchosen. You haven't worked on that part. So the bitch will still hang around because you think she's a threat because you feel not good enough. Guys, you've got to understand, if any of you, I don't care what the situation is, if it's an ex-wife, a baby mama, an ex-girlfriend, a new person, a girl off Tinder, any of you have got any third-party situations going on in your reality, it's because you don't feel good enough and chosen. There's no other reason. You don't feel the priority. You don't feel chosen. You don't feel good enough. And then you feel like other girls' competition. Ta-da, they'll turn up. Go and do my sleep tape about banish the third party because you're not understanding that the bitch hasn't got anything to do with this situation. It's you. Loz, SP messaged me Tuesday after months no contact, said he was coming over with wine and then had to work late and reschedule. He asked if I was free on Sunday. I replied and asked what he wanted to do. Oh, shit, where's the rest of it? Yeah. No response. Then he DM'd me Saturday 2 a.m. and said hi. And I replied and he hearted my response, but he never messaged to make plans Sunday. I wonder why he seemed happy to hear from me. Okay, guys, if things like that happen and he's gone all flaky, or he turns into an ass and just texts you at 2 a.m. and cancels on you, do you have any belief that he might cancel, that he's flaky, that he's a fuck boy, that he's unreliable? Was he like that before? Did you ever hold any beliefs about him being like that? Or do you still feel like he doesn't love you? Or did you think it's too good to be true? When he started texting you again, thinking, oh my God, it's too good to be true. I can't believe this worked. Were you thinking that? What fears were you having after he texted, and what beliefs did you hold about him when you were in a relationship or with him before? Think the opposite. I've had a crazy ride with my twin SPs. I saw my old SP on Saturday and it was amazing, but then new SP started turning up again. Had to make a decision. I went with new SP. God, I read the story in the group. My new SP has been contacting me 2 months ago. I sent him a Facebook friend request last night. I visualized it would be accepted, and it was accepted this morning. Oh, Rachel, she's twin story. I can't believe that. It's hilarious. Amazing. Hi, Loz. Had a really bad day. Reacted to the triggers from my family big time as usual. It's them against me. Oh, Lisa. Even through my successes, I still have shitty human moments. I can't stop crying, but self-concept needs my self-concept needs shit balls. Oh, why is this jumping? Oh, Lisa, I can't. Damn it. Can't find the second bit. Sorry, guys. Needs more work. I see still my fears playing out. Going to cry it out and revise tomorrow. Oh, guys, look. When your 3D shows you shit that you still need to work on, it's so annoying, especially, Lisa, when you've got to the stage you've got to. So let me put it this way. If it's family stuff, your family is long-held belief stuff. An SP is shorter. You've known your SP for a lot less time than you've known your family. And if you've got a fucked up family, shit will happen in your family still sometimes, because that story's older. It's been with you longer. They trigger you more because they're your fucking family. When I used to come back from London, every time at Christmas, my mum and I would get on for about 2 days, and by the third day, we'd be fighting like cat and dog for the rest of the time I was here. And it'd be fight, not fight, triggered, not triggered, for like a month, and then I'd go home. Then I'd miss her like hell, would be fine. As soon as I came back, we'd be triggered again, because it's your family. That's all it is, Lisa. It's just old held stuff. So don't beat yourself up that they trigger you. Of course they do. You're your fucking family. They've known you longer. You've got longer beliefs with them. Okay? Sorry, guys, I'm going to scroll up because it's hard to find part 2 and then find the next one I was at. New SP has been contacting me. Oh, that's wonderful, Rachel. How do we focus on self-concept? It's hard to focus on it because of resistance. No, you're the resistance. Stop saying it's hard and stop saying there's resistance. The resistance is the old you playing out in your mind, trying to stick to the script. That's the resistance, guys. There's no resistance outside of you stopping you. It's you being resistant against changing you. Just subconscious fighting you. That's all it is. It happens to all of us. So get over it and just be like, well, it's happening to me like it does to everyone else, Donna. Advice for revising. Recently sent text message. No contact for 3 months with SP. I confidently broke contact. He texted me a day, then not past 3 days. I imagine him responding or revise what was said. You can revise what was said. Imagine him contacting you, or imagine the 3 days doesn't mean shit after months and months of no contact. 3 days is nothing. Stop reading into it. It means anything. He felt like the third party was playing him. He took me out to dinner and got a haircut the way I like his hair to be cut. And we've been together for the last 3 days. Oh, Kimberly, wonderful. I love it when they groom themselves the way you like it. So whatever yes. Okay. Why am I seeing that same one again? No response. Then he DM'd me Saturday 2 a.m. and said, hi. Oh, I saw that one. Yesterday I saw a video of my SP drinking with our friends, but it did not trigger me at all because in my mind he's with me in bed. Ah, wonderful, darling. Hi, Loz from San Diego. Oh, I've been there. Hello, darling. Oh, my God. One of my manifestation tests was someone saying howdy, and someone here just said it to Loz. Yes. How to be less triggered. Guys, you've just got to observe yourself. Kind of stand outside yourself when you're getting triggered and going, oh, I'm being triggered right now. Oh, fuck, I better stop. Right? Sometimes it's hard, guys. It's your fight or flight response, which you have no control over sometimes. But if you can try and stand outside yourself a little bit and be observant of what you're about to do, that helps. I used a purple butterfly as a manifestation test. My brother's girlfriend brought me a purple crystal butterfly as a gift. Oh, amazing. I'm so sad. I don't know why. I wish last night we could have had a deep convo, talked about us. Should I revise? We didn't fight or anything. I'm not sure why I feel like this. I'm affirming myself concept. Whitney, you don't need to lie there talking about you. Guys, if you get back together with them or you're sleeping with them again, you don't have to sit there rehashing the past or talking about what this means. Whitney, you're expecting too much too soon. You've got together again, sleeping together, and now you're expecting relationship conversations and talking about us. Why? He's a fucking guy. They don't want to sit there lying in bed after they've just got laid, having the chat about the past. I told you not to talk about the old story. Why would you want to lie there talking about you? I want you to do it in your mind. Talking about you won't do shit. That's the old you needing validation. Can you talk about us? Can you verify for me that we're boyfriend and girlfriend after we've had sex? I really need this verification out loud from your mouth. Why? Stop that. I want to revise Saturday with old SP. Can I simply think it didn't happen? It was just a dream. Yes, absolutely. Loz, did you see my success story? Yes, darling, I did. But I think you posted it twice in the Facebook group. It came up twice. I've already posted it. I think you posted it again today. But I did post it. When revising, can we revise 2 separate incidents at the same time? Yes, or do we have to revise 1 incident at a time? We can revise 1 incident at a time or just kind of blanket revise whatever happened. Loz, do you have a post live rampages to unaffirm the affirmations you give us? Like, are you scared to be getting proposed to by some guy named John soon, lol? Do you have to post live rampage to unaffirm the affirmations you give us? Oh, look, well, some of the things I do say to you guys have come true, and I'm saying them for you. So, look, if some guy does propose to me called John, I won't be fucking surprised. Let me give you the tip. You can unaffirm them, I guess. Story in the Facebook group. Yes, I did, darling. Loz, my SP only calls me when he needs something. What am I doing wrong? How can I revise the situation? You've got to think he rings me all the time just to hear my voice. He just wants to talk to me. He just wants to be with me. Stop thinking he only does that. Stop thinking that. That's you feeling used, not good enough, not wanted by him. You've got to work on your self-concept, darling, of feeling good enough. I'm so excited when the day comes that my SP is that wonderful, darling. Do you think we should tell them we don't want friends with benefits if we originally said we did? I tried to revise it, but not sure. Whitney, what part of this aren't you understanding? You can say all you like to him about whatever the fuck you like, and it won't make any difference, because the reason why you ended up with friends with benefits in the first place is because you don't feel good enough. And it doesn't matter what the fuck you say. It doesn't matter if you say, oh, I know I said it before, but now I want to actually be in a relationship. You'll be like, well, I don't. Because you don't feel chosen by him. That's why you feel the need to have the conversation. That's why you're getting thrown by him not kissing you and being affectionate. That's why you're getting thrown. Because now you're suddenly falling in love with him and you think that having a chat with him about it's going to make a difference. No, it's not. Are you feeling chosen by him? Are you feeling enough? Are you feeling like the girlfriend? If you felt like the girlfriend, none of this would be fucking happening in the 3D, or you'd be patient and let it play out, but you're not being patient. Guys, this takes time. If you've been friends with benefits and you've started affirming that you're the girlfriend and you've really been doing it and you've been really working on your self-concept, which I don't believe you have, Whitney, then you wouldn't be thrown by the way he's behaving. You're thrown by the way they're behaving. You're not doing your self-concept enough. You're not feeling strong enough in your affirmations that you're together. You're looking at the 3D too much and trying to change it with words, Whitney. Why are you doing that? Why are you on a manifestation channel if you're going to have a conversation with them about it? What's the point? Let me give you the tip, guys. If you try and have a conversation with them about it, sometimes I've done this before and it backfires in your face. And you think, fuck, I know not to do that. Why did I do that? Why did I send that Bing log text? Why did I try and have the talk? Why did I try and talk about the past? That fucked up in my face. I know better. I like Serendipity as an SP manifestation movie. Yes, that's a great manifestation movie. They knew they'd end up back together and they did, even when it seemed impossible. That's a fantastic movie, guys. And you've got to think, in all good romantic comedies or romantic films, there's an obstacle in the way and there's a conflict and they can't get together. And then they get together. That's how I want you guys to look at all of your situations. Think about Ross and Rachel in Friends. If they just got together in the first season, there would have been no show. They had to make it conflicted. They had to make him fall in love with Emily and her to get pregnant and then not be together and all these obstacles. They had to. Otherwise, no one would watch the show. I want you guys to see your story like Ross and Rachel. You end up back together, like in Serendipity. They end up inevitably together. It's serendipitous. It had to happen. They met each other serendipitously and they ended up together serendipitously. It's a great movie. I love that movie. It's a great romantic film. Hi, Loz, I really need your help. A psychic told me something really terrible and I haven't stopped thinking about it. I'm really afraid that he is right, even though I know he's probably wrong. Amy, I can't help you, darling. You're fucked if you're going to believe in some fucking psychic. They're psychic, are they? They're just reading your thoughts. Darling, please don't watch me anymore. You're lost as hell if you're on my channel talking about what a psychic told you and now you're scared. Do you understand that all psychics can do is read your thoughts? So somewhere you had a fear that this thing might happen and now they've told you and now you're worrying that the thing you feared the most is going to manifest. Well, sorry, it came from your brain. Blame yourself. Don't blame the fucking psychic. Go, Amy, why were you thinking such an awful lot of shit? Why were you thinking badly about yourself? Why would you even go to a psychic in the first place? Oh, I know why you went to a psychic. You were afraid and you were fearful and you were wanting answers and you were seeking answers. And unfortunately, because I was in a state of fear when I went to the psychic, all he did was replay my fearful thoughts. That's why I went there in the first place, because I was in a fucking state of fear. Guys, you don't go to psychics if you're feeling self-assured. You don't go to psychics unless you're in a state of fear. You don't go to psychics unless you're seeking answers. So he just gave you what you were manifesting in your mind, which is a whole lot of fearful thoughts. So Amy, please stop watching me. You're really fucking lost. I can't stop thinking about it. Well, too bad. I can't help you, darling. It's affecting you mentally. Well, guess what? You're affecting yourself mentally. You need help. Yes, you do need help. You need to start fucking watching my videos and stop going to fucking psychics, Amy, and letting your negative thoughts run your fucking mind. That's why you went to the psychic in the fucking first place. Psychics are bullshit. They're just reflecting your thinking. I'm really sorry that you believe in them, but unfortunately you do. So you're going to fuck your life up and you're going to go to psychics and they're going to reflect your fearful thinking, and then you're going to be screwed. Because you're not understanding that all they're doing is reflecting your thinking, just like a tarot reader and like anyone else in your life. I'm really sorry. Stop watching me. Either go and watch all my videos and educate yourself and stop freaking out, or stop watching me either way, because that's ridiculous. Hi, Loz. I'm affirming we're more than enough. Affirming we're more than enough will help my thought that I need to change how I look before my SP accepts me. I am beautiful just the way I am. I'm perfection. I was wonderfully made. God made me this way for a reason, and my SP loves me like this. He loves me like this. He loves my body. He loves my face. He thinks I'm the most beautiful girl that ever walked the face of the earth. All those things, darling, please. You mentioned not to have the relationship talk with SP. However, is it okay to tell him that I want him to myself and not to share him anymore with 3P, as it's been 3 years now and I've never told him this? Oh, fuck me. I saw your comment on the YouTube and I felt like writing, why the fuck have you been in a mistress relationship with a person for 3 fucking years and you've never told them that you're not okay with that? Darling, if you've been the mistress for 3 fucking years with someone who's made you 0 promises and you've been so fearful to even voice your opinion about the matter to them, and it's taken 3 fucking years, your self-concept must be so far in the toilet, I don't even know if you're going to be able to fish it out. That's how you got yourself in that situation. You've been a mistress for 3 fucking years, and in those 3 years, you've never once said, I would actually like to be the girlfriend. You're so scared of voicing your opinion. You're so scared of losing him that you've never said anything in 3 years. Why? Because you're afraid you'll lose him. Because you know full well that the situation is just mistress and him, and it will never turn into a relationship, and that's why you're scared to say it. And the reason you haven't said it is because your fear is so strong that if you say to him, I want a proper relationship, he'll go, bye. Because deep down, you don't believe he loves you. That's why you've never pushed for a relationship, had the relationship talk, and why you even got yourself in a mistress situation in the first place. You only ever become the mistress, guys, if you don't feel good enough to be the girlfriend. I'm really sorry to be hard on you, but I saw your comment on the YouTube and almost lost my fucking shit. Your self-concept's so low, darling, to have even gotten that situation. I'm really sorry. You need to go and do my Banish the Third Party and my I Am Chosen sleep tape stat every night for about a month. Okay? Do them one at a time, because you're not feeling chosen and enough. And that's how you got yourself to be a mistress in the first place. You will pick people who won't choose you when you don't feel good enough. And you will stay in a relationship for 3 fucking years when you really don't feel good enough. And you feel like a piece of shit, and you feel like not the girlfriend, and you'll put up with a whole lot of crap because you feel like that's all you deserve. Something happened to you as a child, darling, where you were made to feel not good enough or you were abused. One of the two. Fix that in your mind, please. Go back to your childhood and revise whatever the fuck happened and start telling yourself you're more than enough and you deserve to be the girlfriend, because having a conversation with him about it isn't going to do anything. He's simply reflecting your thinking about yourself. I'm not enough. I'm not even good enough to be a fully fledged girlfriend, and I'm just going to sit here and take crumbs for you for 3 years, and I'm never going to say boo about it. Talking to him about it won't make any difference, darling. You've got to fix your thinking about yourself being enough. Sorry to be so harsh. That's how you got there, and that's why you stayed there. He's reflecting you, and until you feel chosen, he won't choose you. Doesn't matter how many times you talk to him about it. Understand? Happy New Year, Loz. Oh, did you? I love revision. It works so well. Yes, darling. And now there's a third party. Okay, well, get rid of her with your mind. It's on her Jerry's Adventure channel. Oh, Amanda's engagement, is it? Wonderful. A couple of weeks ago, my SP finally opened up to me and said he wants me badly, but for some reason he hasn't been treating me right lately because of your self-concept. Feel like it's draining my energy. How can I fix my situation? You've got to change your self-concept, darling, if you want them to treat you differently, and see them as a person who treats you beautifully, please. Can I get some examples for revision, and how often should it be done? Thank you. You do it as often as you can until it feels real, until it feels natural. You only have to revise it until you feel like that's really what happened. You don't have to keep going and back and revising it, guys. Once you feel like that's what happened, don't revise it again. It's done, right? You go back to the scene in your mind and loop it enough times, change to what you wish had happened. And then once you've looped it over and over and over again in your mind, you feel like it's naturally, yes, that's what happened, then you never have to revise it again. Unless it comes up again as the old story and then you revise it again. When you're revising, why does my mind purposely think of events that was a reflection of my bad self-concept? I'm also forgetting things that happened to me. I don't really understand the question, darling. When revising, why does your mind purposely think of events that was a reflection of your bad self-concept? Well, if you're not working on your self-concept, guys, then it will keep coming up, your bad self-concept stories. Oh my God, so happy for Amanda. Yes. I started with Veronica Riles. Oh God, yeah. She's very confused. I was thinking about a friend of mine. I was saying to myself, I'm going to see him soon. We're getting together on the 29th. I also changed the get together to next weekend. Trust is the key. Oh, wonderful. Hi, Loz. When will you release your course? Oh, sorry, darling. And I don't know what the cost will be yet because I don't know how long it is. Do I have to revise the breakup and let go of the old story, or can I just replace the old story with new thoughts? You can replace the old story with new thoughts. Yes, absolutely. You don't have to revise, guys, if you don't want to. Nat, SB2 told me his kids want him to have a girlfriend, so they have two mums, opposite of SP1. Then on our sleepover, after I told him my issue, I said, do you want me to leave? He said, no, I'm not just using you for sex. Oh, wonderful, darling. He sounds great. Any tips for manifesting better hygiene? I have such great hygiene, or with the other person. They're so hygienic now. They smell so good if it's with another person. Hi, Loz. Have too many things to revise. There's multiple stuff with a group of ex-friends and family that went really wrong. I have no idea how to revise so much. Can I just affirm and live in the end? I have too many things to revise. There's multiple stuff with a group of ex-friends and family went really wrong. Okay, so just go and revise the very first incident that happened with them that started the whole going wrong. Just revise that maybe. Or just say, we get along so well now, everything's forgiven and forgotten, everything's resolved. Just do that and go into the future and imagine it's all resolved if you want to do that. SP always tries to see me, but as of now, it doesn't follow through. Advice? Well, probably because you've got a belief that he's flaky or he cancels on you, and the more you think that, the more they will. Stop thinking that. Hi, Loz. Starting therapy, anything to advise psych, specifically re-schemers? Well, they'll figure it out if they're a schema therapist, but if they're not, they won't have a fucking clue, and you'll just be doing CBD like everyone else. CBT, sorry. If they're a schema therapist, they'll work it out. But look, if you don't want to talk about your past in therapy, just say you don't want to, but you'll have to. It'll just say, I want to do affirmations as well. But they'll figure out your schemas if they're a schema therapist. Is that what you're asking? So is it true that we can't love someone else unless we love ourselves? Well, it's pretty fucking hard to love someone else, darling. No. You don't have to love yourself, guys, to love someone else, but you have to believe that they love you. And so to believe that they might love you, you kind of have to feel like you're lovable. Because they might love you, but if you feel like they can't possibly, you're going to push their love away by feeling unlovable, and then you're going to reflect that thought to them, and then they're constantly going to stop loving you because you don't feel lovable. But I don't teach self-love, guys. Self-love isn't the key here. It's what you think of you. You can love yourself all you like, but if you don't feel like they love you, they won't. You can love yourself all you like, but if you have a concept of yourself that relationships never work out for me and things go wrong, it'll go wrong and the relationship won't work out. It's your concept of yourself that I teach, guys. Self-love isn't what I teach. It's almost irrelevant to this. SP wants to see me, but we don't see each other. Why would that be? Because you've got a belief that he doesn't want to see you, darling. I manifested today that both of my clients would pay me in full today, and they did. Oh, wonderful, darling. I manifested my SP leaving and my best friend betraying me, and they correlated. My friend told me SP lies about me, and she left. How can I revise this mess? Well, you manifested it, so unmanifest it. What the fuck were you thinking that caused that, darling? And start saying it's totally resolved now. Oh, my God, I finally caught a live. I love you, Loz. I love how you slipped the C word in the last live. Whoops. I didn't mean to. Showing your true, authentic Aussie self. I was just getting annoyed. I didn't mean to use that word. I never use that word in real life. I can't believe it came out of my mouth. Oops. Same, lol. Been sleeping so late with Kim's and your lies, but worth it. Oh, no, darling. Because I adore you and your work. I've been playing your sleep affirmations every night. You're so much fun. Oh, wonderful, Samantha. Thank you. I love this. My second live with you, Loz. How do we stop visualizing a third party? There's no third party, but my head creates an image and goes, what if? Oh, fuck. What about this girl you saw in this story? Well, Johnny, you're fucked, darling. I don't know what to say to you. If you're that fucking paranoid about a third party, you're going to manifest the bitch. Just by thinking, oh, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that? You're in a complete state of fear and you're not seeing you and your SP together. You're not living in the end at all. And you certainly haven't worked on I am chosen, I am good enough. There's no competition to me. I'm so fucking unique and special. Who wouldn't want me? You really got to work on the I am chosen stuff within yourself and see you and your SP together. Because until you start feeling chosen by them and seeing you and them together, you'll start manifesting third parties all over the fucking joint because you don't feel good enough to be chosen by him. God damn it. Go and do my sleep tapes about banish the third party. You're really lost. Stop dreaming them up. How do I know what subconcept to affirm when I feel like I have so many areas that I need to work on all of them and don't want to do too many? You said repetition is best. All right. So sit and think, what am I most triggered by? What is my strongest belief about my specific person? This is the way to do it. What is my strongest belief about them? That they're never coming back. Why? Because my relationships never work out. I've got a really strong belief that relationships never work out for me. Okay, well, there's your big belief. Or it could be, why do I think he's not coming back? Because I don't think he loves me. Well, why don't I think he loves me? Because I think there's something wrong with me and I think I'm not enough. Ask yourself why you think they're not coming back. If you really ask your brain will tell you. Why don't I think they're coming back? Oh, because I'm not beautiful enough. Why don't I think they love me? Oh, because I'm not lovable. Because I'm broken and I was abused. And once they know all this information about me, they'll throw me away. They'll discard me because I'm used goods. Why don't I feel they'll love me? Because everyone's better than me. I'm not enough. Why don't I think they won't love me? Because I was told when I was a kid that no one would ever love you because I never got any love as a child. Do that. It'll give you the answer every time. My CP says he wants to see me so badly, but works for his dad and can't seem to get time off to see me. Is this my limiting belief or my story of him? Well, just stop saying he doesn't have any time. Say he makes time for me. He makes all his time in his day for me. He makes so much time for me. I'm his number one priority. Say that to him. So he'd been in a place where he's always answers, but then doesn't reply. It was not even in my mind that he wouldn't reply, which is why I'm so frustrated. I don't want to move on. I want my SP laws. Guys, you don't have to believe they won't reply. You just got to think they don't love me or they don't want me or they're flaky or they're unreliable. Guys, you don't have to think up the actual manifestation for it to come true. You just got to think they don't want me. That's it. Stop thinking that. Loz, what are your thoughts on why accidents, attacks, murders happen? Like, is that somehow manifested or does some things just happen? There's no explanation. Like, always wondered that. No, someone manifests it. So, like, think about the Titanic. There was a woman who drew the sinking of the Titanic completely and utterly, like, predicted the whole thing, and she almost killed herself afterwards because she was like, oh my God, I drew this as a painting. Yeah, it's the Titanic. Like, people predict things, guys, and sometimes it happens, and then they're like, oh my God, I dreamt that up. It's like, look at Corona. It's not a coincidence that Corona's happened. I mean, I know it's a manufactured disease, but it's like there's so much talk about a pandemic taking over the world, and one day it will take over and you won't be able to control it. There's talks from Obama about it. There's talks from Bill Gates about it. There's all these talks on the internet, and it's like it got manifested, and then here it is. And we're surprised. Go back and listen to how many people manifested it, right? Hi, Loz. Why is it that my SP always like, I'm going to see you this day, but then something always comes up because you feel like he's flaky and doesn't want to see you, darling? Get rid of that. Loz is in an element calling that bullshit out when we don't want to go to the new story and get rid of the old story. I love Loz. Oh, look, darling, it's because the old story is my biggest problem, and I don't want to affirm that, but for me, it's my big problem. So if you really, truly, guys, think that you can't get rid of the old story with your SP, you do have to give up. That's the time. And I know there's some bitch on Kimberly's live who hates me, who had a call with me, and she's all shitty with me because I say things like that. Sorry, darling, but it's true. If you are the kind of person who can't get rid of the old story, that's when Neville says you can't manifest it because you can't change your mind. You can't change your mind. That's the fundamentals of all manifesting. And you're still holding on to the old story and you feel like you can't manifest this, you won't be able to. Manifesting is only perfect when you can actually imagine it in your mind. If you can't imagine it in your mind, it won't happen. You've got so many blocks in your mind and so many old beliefs that the old story is staying there and will not move and is immovable. How do you expect the manifestation to come? Because if people don't like my content, they don't like me saying that, they've really got to go back and read all the metaphysical authors who say to you, you've got to have unwavering belief. If you don't, no, it won't work. You've got to get rid of the old story. If you don't, no, it won't work. Sorry, I'm not saying anything new. And some people think I'm saying something negative here. I'm not being negative. I'm telling you how the law works. The law is this. I am that. Am I a person who's loved by them, or am I holding on to the old story about them and I can't get rid of it? Well, then I'm not the person who's loved by them. I'm the person who's holding on to the old story about them and thinks they don't love me. So that's what I am, and that's what will manifest. A whole lot of old stories still manifesting because that's what I'm holding on to. So if anyone watches me and doesn't like me pointing out how this actually works, how the law manifests what you want, and you just want to hear bubbles and rainbows and, oh, you're an unlimited being. No, you're limited by your subconscious mind. If your subconscious mind is so stuck in the past and you can't get rid of the old story, I'm sorry, how do you think the law works? If you don't change you and you think this is magic, you're not listening. Right? And there's a few people who got thrown at my video that I put on TikTok saying sometimes this takes time. And they were like, I'm unfollowing you. Bitch, are you right? Like, is your SP back or is it taking time? Well, clearly for you, it's taking time, which means this is right. What I'm saying is correct. Otherwise, your SP would be here, wouldn't they? Maybe it takes time. Maybe if you don't get rid of the old story, it won't work. Maybe that's right. I'm not saying anything new, guys. So if I sound like I'm saying something negative, really go and listen to other people who are older than me, like from before, like Emerson and Napoleon Hill and Neville, who say you have to change your mind. If you can't, this won't work. You'll just get what your mind is thinking, which works, but you're just getting what your old thoughts are, which is still working. That's how it works. Got it? And that's when you give up on whatever it is you can't change the story of, because you can't change it. So all you're going to manifest is more old story. Got it? I have no time for people who can't understand that and think I'm being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm telling you how the law works. It will manifest perfectly for you. Whether you think negatively or positively, it'll work. That's how it works. I can't change that for you because you don't like that information. I don't want to manifest the old story. I don't want to manifest negative things. Well, sorry, bitch. It works that way. What do you want me to do? You want me to lie? So even if we know we impress the subconscious mind, we have to keep affirming. Joseph Ally said, we know the subconscious is impressed by a feeling of satisfaction. Yes, but have you got a feeling of fucking satisfaction like Joseph can do and like Neville could do? If you don't, keep fucking affirming. Guys, look, some of you are really thrown by Joseph Ally. Goes, drop the seed, let it go. Yes, but are you dropping the seed and letting it go? Or are you literally walking around all day thinking shit thoughts? Neville never said walk around all day saying shit thoughts in your mind. He said, yeah, drop the seed and let it grow. But that means don't check the 3D and have a great mental diet. Are you doing that? Or are you looking at socials all the time and thinking shit thoughts? That's not what Neville taught. Sometimes Joseph forgets to mention that bit. Have a great mental diet whilst you've dropped the seed, Joe. The rest of us sometimes can't do that. Your mental must be great. Fantastic. Some of us can't do that. We've got to actually affirm or think new thoughts all fucking day. Yes, Loz, thank you. While we were together, he was wonderful and respectful. This shocked me. We didn't end up bad either. I just have thoughts he didn't want me while we were together. But since November, self-concept is good. Well, guys, if you had thoughts that while you were together, it was too good to be true and you couldn't believe he even loved you and he was so respectful and you were shocked by how great he was, well, shit, your self-concept must have been the fucking toilet, Patricia, to even imagine that someone could be so wonderful to you and be shocked by it. Guys, if you are with someone and while you're with them, you're like, oh my God, they're so wonderful to me. This is too good to be true. I'm shocked by how wonderful this guy is. That's your self-concept being in the fucking toilet when you met them. I do that, guys. You've got to stop doing it. You've got to think, of course this isn't too good to be true. Of course they're wonderful to me. I deserve this. That's got to be the new you. But that's playing out now. What you thought before, oh my God, this is too good to be true. I can't believe it's so wonderful to me. Why would he want me? Then it plays out. Straight in, get hot like a potato. I lost long as usual. Oh, thank you, darling. Manifest with Kimberly was live on here, YouTube 9 hours ago, and then Kimberly's an hour ago, and now you. Really? Can I affirm for either my SP to conform or a new man already conformed to manifest? I don't want to contradict my affirmations. Well, you cannot have either. You can have your SP conforming and a new man. Have both. Why can't you have both? Hi, Darius. I realized I never actually knew what being a queen meant before I listened to you. Oh, good. Hang on, where is it? Jumped. God damn it. Oh, shit. Where's that gone? Christ. Sorry, guys. When it just jumps like 500 comments. What? Have you noticed someone in your group joined to spy? Oh, really? Who? Who's joined to spy? What, a coach? You don't mean Sasha. Sasha's not spying. Who joined to spy? Tell me who it was, Donna. What the fuck was that comment I was just reading? I don't know where I got to. Oh, sorry, guys. Jesus Christ. This has really jumped. Oh, okay. Guys, would just say it to me even after they treat me the opposite. Oh, about being a queen. Can I manifest 2 SPs? Yes, darling. Imagine both. Imagine yourself with both. SP always tries to see me, but as if it doesn't follow through because you think it won't follow through until you get rid of that. It will keep not following through. Oh, it keeps happening. Well, then it'll keep happening. What can I say to manifest a new job, new apartment in the city? I love my new job in my new apartment and living in my new apartment in this new city. I love living in blah in my new apartment. I love my work at blah in my new place, in my new city, wherever that's going to be. I want a tummy tuck. Should I imagine my surgery going good or just imagine my stomach being flat? I have a belief that even if I'm small, I have a stomach due to childbirth. Well, just imagine you have a flat tummy and how that comes about will come about. Either you'll go on the ketogenic diet or something will happen where you'll lose the weight naturally or you'll have a tummy tuck. Something will happen where you just have a beautiful flat tummy. I love my flat tummy. My tummy's so flat. My tummy's as flat as it was when I was a teenager. Guys, after a few days of focusing on self-concept, my SP just texted apologizing for being busy. We're focusing on my self-concept more after this wonderful, darling. SP always tries to see me. Okay, please don't keep repeating the question, darling. I've answered it. Hi, Loz. No update on my stolen packages, but I powered on and more orders and are coming plus insane attention from guys. They're lining up, haha. So I persist in all areas of Queen self-concept. Oh, wonderful, Victoria. Darling, just imagine those packages back. No question. Like, they're coming back. That's it. They're back. Okay? Hey, Loz, I have a lot of insecurities about how my teeth look. What are some good affirmations to overcome that? Everyone loves my teeth. My teeth are glorious. They're so beautiful. I embrace how my teeth are, and everyone loves them. Everyone loves my teeth. I've been affirming in the mirror and really concentrating on self-concept. Felt so good today, and affirmations have been naturally popping up in my mind. Wonderful, darling. Does Mole 3D, what's this? Mole 3D dating advice work with LOA, or should we forget it? For example, should follow dating coach advice to deal with 3D. Please don't deal with the 3D. No one should be following any dating advice, guys, if you're listening to manifestation coaches who talk about doing it in your mind. If you're doing anything in the 3D that's manipulative or not calling them because you think like, oh, that's masculine energy and I can't call them. Well, you can call them with masculine energy if you believe that masculine energy isn't going to be a problem. I don't believe in incessantly calling them, no. And I don't believe in being in your masculine energy. But if you've got a belief that being in masculine energy will be the worst thing ever, then it will be. But you can have a belief that being in masculine energy won't be a problem. However, a lot of girls are in masculine energy out of fear. So that's why I say don't do it. So sometimes I say a few things like be in feminine energy, like a dating coach would say, but it's only because I know you're in masculine energy out of fear. Right? But you could be in masculine energy and call and text and pursue if you're so confident that you know that's not going to backfire. But most people aren't confident like that, so that's why I say don't do it. But I don't listen to any dating advice, guys. Please don't. Doing things in the 3D doesn't change anything to do with your self-concept. You've got to change self-concept. 3P I created this summer is now following me on TikTok like, go away. Well, give a good meaning, darling. She's threatened by you. Having a hard time dropping the old story and version of him due to trust issues and previous lying and cheating. I get triggered a lot, especially when I change patterns from him. Well, Natalia, you're fucked. Darling, it's got nothing to do with him. You've got to understand that you don't trust him because what happened to you in your childhood where you were either abused or there was mistrust in your household, or cheaters or liars in your household. It was very, very unstable, and therefore you feel like you can't trust anyone because when you're a child, it was unstable around you. And you feel like you're constantly going to be hurt by others, so therefore you're going to be hurt by this guy until you get rid of that shit in your mind that you can't trust other people. Or you feel not good enough in yourself and you constantly assume that other people are going to hurt you because you're not enough and you're going to be rejected. One of the two. Either way, it's about you. So if you can't get rid of that belief that you can't trust him, you're screwed. That's my answer. Guys, it's always about you. You manifest the cheating, and then you've got to get over the fact that you manifested the cheating with your new thoughts about yourself. If you can't, you're going to manifest back a person who cheated, and then you're going to constantly assume they're going to cheat on you, and then they will again because that's your assumption. You need to understand this, guys, if you've got a cheater in your midst. Hate to say it, but you've got to understand it's about you, not them. Everything's about you, not them. I don't care if they're a narc, if they're a cheat, if they're a liar. It's because you think they are. See them differently. It's because you feel shit in yourself and your self-concept. You've got to fix it. You can't trust others in your reality. Fix that. I know that sounds really harsh, but otherwise, darling, find a new guy and hope that your self-concept's improved with him and he doesn't cheat. That's the answer. You can't drink. Not forgiving them for cheating is like drinking poison expecting the other person to die. You're drinking the poison still, darling, and you're going to die, not him. You're killing your own relationship with your shitty thoughts about him and yourself. Hello, Loz. Could you give me some affirmations for getting straight A's at school and passing my tests, please? I pass all my exams. I get straight A's. I'm a straight A student. Why do some people take years for them to get their manifestations? Because they're holding on to an old story about it, or their self-concept is still the same. I was laughing to myself that I didn't have any old boyfriends in the past show up as birds fall land, and then one guy I dated a few years ago popped up liking my post on Facebook. I laughed so hard. Oh, you did that, darling. Hi, Loz. How do you completely get rid of old story? I want SP to forget my actions when I was a triggered bitch. He told me he needed space, no contact for 5 months. Sorry, I'm new here. Thanks, Loz. Don't worry. Don't apologize, darling. Look, guys, just imagine that didn't happen. Or it did, and he doesn't care. He acted like a crazy bitch. He thought it was funny. He thought it was cute. He thought it was admirable. He thought it meant you really liked him. He likes that about you. He likes how honest you were. He loves it. He loves you acting crazy. He thought it was cute. Either think it was cute and he loves it and it didn't matter, or revise the whole thing. They'll mess up with limiting beliefs and insecure advice. Oh, you mean talking about psychics? I want to move into my SP state. Should I wait until he asks me? Well, just imagine you live together, darling, in that state. How do you use affirmations daily? If you have 5 core ones, do I just say those mainly throughout the day? Most of the time I feel like I just have self-concept rants for myself. I'm getting confused. Well, have the self-concept rants. That's great, guys. I just say have the core ones so you've got some key ones to believe and listen to and say a lot, okay, that they become your real core ones. But rampage a whole lot. Absolutely self-concept. Why does he keep saying he wants to see you this day, but then something comes up? Because you've got a belief that he does that. And if you repeat this question one more time, Queen XL, I'm going to block you because you repeated your question about 50 times now, and you can't repeat questions in here, darling. It's really unfair on everyone else. Loved your TikTok series on Queen Energy. I didn't realize how heavy my masculine energy was. I learned from watching my mum. Yep, me too. Any advice for learning how to better relax and receive? It's also new. Guys, if you've watched your mum overgiving and being an overgiver and doing everything your dad, and your dad just sat back, you've learned that that's what love means. Giving is love. I don't need to give to get love. I don't need to do anything for anyone to love me. I can sit back. It feels good to let people do things for me now. Say that, darling. I've had an old story with my dad. He used to beg him to spend time with me, ignored me. I stopped, started working on my self-concept mainly because of the SP. Dad took my kids and me out to dinner out of the blue. It works. Oh, Daisy, that's lovely. Oh, see, it works with family too, guys. Absolutely. Aloha, Loz. Missed you guys. Been so fun watching my intentions turn into my 3D. Oh, Dakota, love it. Had a loved one die. How do I manifest this? How did I manifest this? No, guys, you don't manifest other people dying in your reality. You've got to understand this. Don't think you did unless you really thought they were going to die, unless you sat there thinking they're going to die. You didn't do that. Right? People die. I saw you answer someone, so I was wondering if you could help me. Yes, I know, darling, but don't repeat the... I have answered it already. Go back and watch this again. At the beginning, I answer you. I've answered you 3 times now. By the way, Loz, have you noticed someone in your group joined to spy there? Who is it, Donna? Can you talk about SP2? I have SP1, but I think you could use another, so I'm not too obsessed with SP1. How can I start manifesting him? Thank you. Love you, beautiful. Just imagine having a second one and having 2 on the go and both of them liking you, and you're going to be able to make your choice. Say that, darling. Say, I've got 2 guys chasing me. That's what you want. What's your daily routine, Loz? How often do you affirm? What do you affirm for? Do you plan out your day? Look, I used to, and I used to have a little schedule. I don't do that anymore, and I really should because I keep forgetting to. I try and affirm when I'm in the shower, when I'm getting ready, when I'm on the toilet sometimes, and when I go for walks. Other than that, I forget. So I really need to do it. But I flip my thoughts a lot during the day, but I'm not on top of my self-concept as much as I tell you guys to be. So my routine is shit. There's psychic in Perth who refuses to do love reading. She said it can be disempowering and dangerous. If they tell you something bad, you'll manifest it. She told me it's you that creates it all. Oh, well, wonderful. A decent psychic who actually knows what she's doing. Amazing. God, who's that? She sounds great. Okay. It could be you not feeling like a priority and you're not chosen worth the effort. Affirm that you are, plus assume he always prioritizes you. Perfect advice, Don. Loz, got my beach house. Yes, I did, Beth. I was affirming for Beth on a live. And now I live in a beach house looking at a view every day from my sofa, just like I affirm for Beth. Gotta be careful what you say, guys. He always wants to see you. He cannot get enough of you because you're amazing and perfect. Stuff like that. Yes, wonderful. Third party for us is SP's kids. I don't want to be put ahead of them, but I want to increase how much of a priority I am. Do I do the I am chosen all the time and sleep tapes, anything else? Yes, do the I am a priority. And just imagine you're a priority equal with them, darling. I'm a priority as equal as their kids. He spends as much time with me as he does with his children. He puts me up there with his children. Stop seeing them as a threat, darling. Can we wake up in a timeline where people that have died are there again? Well, I guess so. But then are they in everyone else's reality alive? I don't know. I don't believe they are. I believe you just jump to a timeline where they're alive and just in your own reality you're seeing them alive, but everyone else still sees them as dead. That's my belief. So happy I dropped all the psychic shit years ago. Yes, please do, guys. We live in the Matrix, yes. Lois, what's the difference between 4D and 5D, please? I know we live in 3D. I get confused when some coaches say live in your mind 4D and others say 5D. Thanks always for your guidance. That's all right, darling. So 4D is just your mind, but fifth dimension is like people say your higher self, like your third eye or whatever. You can say 5D or 4D. It's semantics really, or it's a higher level of the 4D. It's like the fifth dimension is your high self, like God in you, your God self, I guess. Loz, ever since I found you a month ago, my self-concept has improved and random guys calling me queen. On Saturday, a girl told me that I'm a whole wife. SP better be next. Oh, someone a whole wife. I love that. That's great. Michaela, what is the balance between bringing things up and having combos in the 3D with SP and just going internally and doing it? I just do it internally, guys, really. But look, it's up to you. If you're going to discuss something with them, I'm discussing your feelings about it, not telling them off, not blaming them, okay? Everything you say is true. I'm feeling impatient. I'm repeating your monkey phrase, trying not to overthink, get triggered. If nothing bad happened, is the silence left on read? I notice that pokes me. Well, then fucking stop that with me. When we affirm for our SP, we have to affirm we have them. Yes, please. Hi, Lois. What's your advice for manifesting my dream job? Imagine you have it already done. After I do an affirmation, I feel relaxed all the time. I'm calm when I'm triggered. Is it okay to be positive all the time? Does it affect my manifestation? No, that's great. You don't have to be positive all the time, guys. That's fucking impossible. Even Yoda can't do that. Don't beat yourself up. Can't be positive all the time. What do you think about subliminals? I don't believe in them, darling, because I can't hear them. How can we use your teachings to change our daily habits? What's your advice? Flip your thoughts. Change your thoughts to new positive thoughts as much as you possibly can, guys, and don't live in the old story. Live in the new story of what you do want rather than what you don't want. Isn't self-love and self-concept the same thing? No. Because if you loved yourself, you'd think you're worth the whole world, so don't they go hand in hand? Not necessarily. You can say, I love myself, but think people don't love you. You can say, I love myself, but think my relationships don't work out. You can say, I love myself, but have a really bad money concept. You can say you love yourself all fucking day, guys, but it's your concept of situations, relationships, other people, yourself in relation to money, jobs, career. That's your concept, how you see yourself in the world. Hi, Loz, I'm going to affirm my COVID test is wrong. Do that, darling. I just want to tell you, I sold my first eBay within 24 hours for $500 and my SP came over after 3 months, no contact, and a lot of self-concept. Finally get it. It's all about me. Queen Reefus, wonderful. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing. I need affirmations for my SP to open up, not be scared of his feelings for me. My SP is always discussing his feelings with me. He's always telling me how much he loves me. He's always telling me how he feels. I'm his soft place to land. If you're looking at, guys, if you're retracting your messages because you're afraid I'm going to yell at you, why are so many people retracting their messages? If you're looking at his socials when feeling paranoid by third party, Donna, don't do it. I've been there. It does nothing but bad. Yeah, guys, don't look at the 3D if it's going to trigger you. Don't look at the socials if it's going to trigger you. How do you actually believe affirmations? You can't. Like I'm the chosen stuff. You can't. How do you believe those? You can't. Some people have told you just to believe it. You just do it. No, you can't. So don't even bother. You just got to say them over and over and think them a lot. And then they'll become a belief at some point. You have no control over that. Stop talking to people and listen to people who say you have to believe it. You can't have any control over that, guys. I didn't understand why you would talk to us like that. I knew it was motivate us when I understood and experienced how simple it is. Now I totally understand why. Okay, good. You have to take a choice. Do you want to be happy and experience what you want or feel rejected? Yes. Because every time you blow my mind, I'm going to try that. Good. Why can I say I feel ignored by my family and friends? What can I say if I feel ignored? No one ever ignores me. I'm not that girl anymore. I remember when I used to be ignored. I'm not ignored anymore. Everyone pays me so much attention. I'm everyone's favorite person. Everyone wants to be around me now. Everyone listens to me. Loz, I want to manifest a relationship which has been working, but I'm young and I don't feel ready for one, even though I want one. Does this mean I don't feel good enough? What core stuff is this? Well, you've got to believe that being young is a problem about having a relationship. You're too young for one. Does someone tell you you can't be in a relationship when you're X age? We've got to wait till you're this age. That's something your parents have told you or something. Get rid of that. I literally started playing that game about a virus spreading right before Corona happened. Yep. So you can still catch COVID if you don't believe in it. What's the best way to protect me and my family from it? Stop fucking watching the news. Stop talking about it, thinking about it, conversing about it. If anyone is having a conversation about it, remove yourself from the reality of it being in your reality. When people talk about COVID, guys, I just start thinking about something else. It won't affect me because it won't affect me in my reality. I've decided that. I've made that decision. I live in Australia and manifested getting my hotel quarantine paid by the government in full. I'm a true believer in manifesting now. Thank you, Loz. Oh, did you? I thought they weren't doing that anymore. Oh, how did you do that? That's great. Do you have any tips for going live? Just be yourself, darling. Be your wonderful, natural self. Be yourself. Just imagine everyone loves it. SP texted me today, but then brought up their party. I didn't react, so that's great, but I can see that I'm still not feeling chosen. Affirmations to help, please. I am chosen. No one is competition to me. There's only me and him together. Maybe revising the old story by creating a new story if they're able to. Yes, guys, please. The new story is the focus, not the old story. Affirmations for keeping a relationship platonic. We're only friends. That's all he wants from me. Say those kind of things, darling. We don't want yes coaches. We need coaches like you and Kimberly who call us out when we're wrong during doing law of assumption manifesting. Yes, guys, we don't want the yes coaching. The boys I like on apps don't match with me. We'll start saying they do. Stop believing they won't. You've got a belief that they don't match with you, so they won't. Stop saying that. All the guys I want won't match with me. All the guys I want me. I was able to manifest a perfect girlfriend and I'm happy. Oh, what are we doing? That's exactly where I'm at with my family. Old story still dominant, but I learned from this. I thought I'd clearly not feel better already. Okay, good, Lisa. Don't beat yourself up, darling. But that just really jumped. Me and my daughter just tested negative for COVID. We've been isolating. We've been exposed for the last week. Finally, freedom. Oh, wonderful, Lisa. Wonderful. I accidentally manifested SP leaving, my best friend betraying me, and I saw that one. My SP reached out yesterday after 4 months, but he said he was a drunk text and didn't mean to. How should I persist going forward? Don't worry about drunk text, darling. It was not a drunk text. There's no drunk text. There's no accidents. Okay? He meant that. Just imagine he meant that and you're back together. When will you begin coaching sessions? I don't know, darling. I'm sorry. Hi, Loz. How long is too long when there's no contact distance with SP and the feelings aren't there as before? The feelings aren't there as before, darling. Why do you keep manifesting them? Don't want them anymore then. Find someone else. Guys, if you're falling out of love with them or you don't want them anymore, the feelings aren't there, then go and manifest something else, something better. A lot of you are still manifesting the same person because you were starting with them and you're just manifesting them out of habit. If you don't want them anymore, guys, and the feelings aren't there, go and manifest something better. Seriously. And there's never too long. It just means you're holding on to the old story still or it's still playing out. I've been affirming for SP, but I feel as if it's taking too long. Well, then it will, Melanie. Guys, if you feel it's taking too long, it will take too long. If you think time is real, well, I can't. Look, there's a great video that Sasha did. I am Sasha Official on TikTok, and it's one of her most viral videos. And it says, and it's pinned on her thing, and it says, if your SP came to you and said, in 6 months we're going to be married, would you worry about the next 6 months? No, you wouldn't. You'd be living in the end knowing you're going to get married in 6 months, and you wouldn't be worried. That's what living in the end is. You aren't doing that, and you worry about it never happening, and so it won't happen because you can't imagine it will happen. I don't want to hold up my SP, but I changed my mind on how I want him. I do not want him to be. I won't want to be stuck or manifest the wrong version. Got triggered last night. I feel I need to apologize. Apologize to him? No, you don't need to apologize to him. Guys, what do your friends think you do for a living? I don't think a lot of my friends know I'm doing this. I have hardly told anybody. I've never put anything on Facebook about it. Hardly anyone knows about this. Only very close people to me know this. And other people have discovered it and been like, what are you doing? Most people have no idea. Can you explain a little more about letting go of the old story? Is it just realizing we called it So we forgive ourselves. Yes, you forgive yourself for creating it, and you focus on the news story only. I spoke to SP yesterday, and he might be free to take me on a date next Saturday. I'm worried that I'm thinking it won't go through. Affirmations for sure it happens. Well, don't worry, it won't go through. A lot of you are getting them back, and then you're worrying about the progress. You're worrying about them flaking. You're worrying about them leaving you on red. You're worrying about the date not even happening. Why are you doing that? Imagine you've had the date. Imagine you had a wonderful time. Imagine the next day talking about it with a friend. Which 8-hour sleep affirmation should I listen to tonight to attract the role I'm going for? I am chosen. You're chosen for the role. And imagine you've got the role already, darling. I think I missed a whole lot of questions here. Hang on. I've got to go soon, guys. I've been here for an hour and 14 minutes. Takes as long as it takes, yes, guys. My SP reached out yesterday after 4 months. Oh, love that, darling. How do I recondition ourselves to a new habit? I'll affirm, but at the back of my mind is otherwise. Well, that's always the back of your mind, darling. That's your motherfucking subconscious. It's annoying. So don't worry about that part. Just keep affirming the new habit. I accidentally manifested SP leaving. Oh, I saw that one. I'm sorry, my question's repeating. Don't worry about it, darling. Hi, Judy. Beautiful Loz. Haven't joined one of these in a bit. I manifested my dad being financially free. He called me yesterday to tell me he barely has time because he's working a lot. I'm so happy. Oh, wonderful, Judy. You did that. It was someone from another big group. I think you were once a member of that group too, answering Loz on who it is. Oh, someone from another big group. Oh, and they're like a moderator or something. You mean Sammy's group? Well, I got kicked out of that group. I'd still be in Sammy's group, but I got kicked out like everyone else who was in the other coaching group. We all got kicked out. So I'm not in Sammy's group anymore, unfortunately. I'd love to be in that group still, but no, I got kicked out. I asked why. I never got a good explanation. From the crazy lady who was not Sammy, but there was some crazy mods kicking everyone out. Is that who you're talking about? Is that the group you're talking about? Who's the person? I might know who they are. Oh, they can smile if they like. Oh my God, Loz, you made me realise my first ex left me for a girl who had the same name, same initials as me. And I remember when we were together, I thought that this was too good to be true. Guys, if you think it's too good to be true when they're so great to you, you'll manifest them turning into a see you next Tuesday and leaving you for someone else. Trust me, you've got to think, no, this isn't too good to be true. I'm the fucking shit. Of course they love me. Why wouldn't they love me? I'm so great. Got to work on that self-concept, guys, while you're with them. What's this? Bobby. Oh, Loz, I manifested communication after 2 months, no contact. Today I sent a random text on impulse with no reply. Can you discuss impulsive action and how to think of no or slow replies? Just imagine they reply back. Imagine they're busy. Imagine they're falling down a well. Don't give a bad meaning. Don't imagine it's slow. Don't imagine it's no reply. Okay? Don't even imagine that. You've manifested the contact. They're going to keep contacting you. They're coming towards me. They're pursuing me. Of course they're pursuing me. We're together. Loz, I recently started going live on TikTok. Do you have any affirmations for creating an engaging community and some tips going live? Everyone watches my lives on TikTok. My lives on TikTok have got so many people on them. They're building by the minute. There's more and more people in my lives every day. I get so many likes on my lives. There's so many people joining my lives. People always want to join my lives. I feel so natural and at ease on my lives. I love doing lives. Everyone loves my lives on TikTok. Say that, darling. The less I care about manifesting, the better it gets. Good, darling. Manifesting is easy when you practice it. Yes, guys. My mum is always speaking negatively on the future of me and my SP, but I feel we'll be happy together. We'll stop listening to her talking, darling. It's just your thoughts manifest out of her mouth, your fears out of her mouth. Brianna, I did the money challenge on Facebook, and the day after I affirmed a customer gave me $100 to deliver some goodies from the bakery I work at. I was literally 5 minutes away from my house. You got $100? That's brilliant. Where did you hear the story of the woman painting of the sinking of the Titanic? Want to know more? Looking over Google, but I can't find it. Was it Titanic or was some other really famous? Maybe it's not the Titanic. It was another really famous sinking. There's a lot. Like look at the Simpsons and the amount of times it comes up in the Simpsons and it happens. People are manifesting things all the time they're like surreptitiously doing it without realizing, guys. There's a lot of examples of that. Things being manifested and they go back and oh my God, I drew that. Oh my God, I wrote that story. Or maybe it's a story. She wrote a story. I'm getting the story wrong. But it's in one of Neville's lectures about a woman writing a story or drawing something like a sinking of a ship and then it happened and she felt terrible. Oh, fuck, can't think of the story, which lecture it's in. Thanks, Loz, reminding about actions with masculine energy. I've forgotten about that, protecting yourself. Yeah, guys, sometimes you can be masculine energy to protect yourself from getting hurt. So you do things to protect yourself, okay? Going down, guys. I've got to go soon. I'm a mod in Kimberly's group. Haha, can't be me because I'm still learning, growing like everyone else. Oh, no, Ali, that's all right. Who is it? That's so funny. I want to know who it is because I probably know them. I was in Sammy's group for a little while. Maybe I don't. There's lots of people in there. But I would know the mod's name if they were a mod when I was in there. Hey, Loz, my SP is an ex who is super mean to me. How can I change his behaviour? Stop saying he's mean to you. I affirmed to him as well as my self-concept. He told me if I ever contact him, he would get a restraining order. Okay, well, fucking stop contacting him, darling, because you're in desperate need of energy when doing that. So please stop. Stop. Okay? They're blocking you or saying things like that, guys. You're coming from desperate needy energy and you've really got to stop contacting them stat. Okay? Just stop. Cold turkey. Take them off socials. Block them if you need to, just so you don't feel the impulse to contact them, okay? And you've really got to start working on your self-concept and see him as forgiving you and understanding why you acted the way you did and loving you anyway, okay? He thinks it's funny when you're crazy. I don't want to hold up my SP, change my mind on how I want him. Okay. I answered that one. I love your perspective on the COVID silliness. I fully agree. None of that crap touches me ever. Oh, guys, honestly. Like, I live in a place where there's paranoid people and people who literally don't give a shit. So just in front of my house, there is a beach. 5 meters away, 10 meters away, okay? On Boxing Day, it was 37 or 38 degrees Celsius here. It was really hot. No, it was more. It was 42 degrees. And it was the day when they brought in the mandate of all the masks, okay? I'd gone to the shops that day and everyone was in their masks. In the shop, everyone was compliant. I went down the beach. There were 250 to 300 people on the beach. Not one single person had a mask on their face. They're all sitting next to each other, all walking past each other with their dogs. Those people weren't paranoid, and the people in the shop were paranoid and compliant. Now, I know you have to in a shop and you don't have to outdoors, but are you telling me that if I walk this close to someone next to them on the beach, they can't give me COVID just like the person in Coles and the shop can't give me COVID? It's their belief about it. It's like, we were in a bar the other day and the mask mandate came back in and I said to my best friend, so I'm just going to go to the bar now, so I'm putting my mask back on. But when I get back, apparently when I sit down, COVID can't catch me because you don't have to have your mask on when you're sitting down. So apparently COVID's so smart, it knows not to come to you when you're sitting down drinking. It's smart like that. Like some of it's so dumb, guys. I'm like, are they this dumb? Don't talk about it, think about it, discuss it with people, guys. Please don't talk about it with anyone. I think that's how I caught COVID. I never worried about it. Oh, you haven't caught COVID. I never worried about it. Yes, guys. Don't talk about it, think about it, ruminate about it. Don't watch the news. Take yourself away from social media news about it and news. Really don't watch the news or read a newspaper. Just take yourself away. Turn yourself away from the obstacle, whether it be the third party, COVID, whatever. It's an obstacle in your way. Stop thinking about it. I'm really serious because that's how it's become such a phenomenon. Right? Any more questions, guys? My mum's COVID test came positive and I affirmed it was wrong and the test was wrong. The next tests were all, and on top of that, she got 10 days off work and paid sick leave. Oh, wonderful, darling, you did that. Hey. Oh, wonderful. Great. Okay, so let's give this thumbnail a name. So what am I going to call this live? Should we call it Manifesting Your Fears? Manifesting fears like COVID. Okay, so I'm not going to call it COVID, but manifesting fears. What else do we talk about in this live? Third parties. What else do we talk about? Giving up. Giving up on SP. Unless if I've called something a thumbnail that already, I won't use that. But that's what I'll call it, guys. And I think it's number 17. So this will save just after this. And in a couple of minutes, we'll have a brand new thumbnail. It'll be red with white writing. All right, guys? You can watch it back and get your answers. Okay, guys? Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you soon. And I'll be live later on TikTok. And then the next lives that aren't TikTok after that will be Facebook Friday. If you're not in the Facebook group, guys, come and join us. The link's in the bio here. And if it's not in the bio, just look up if it's not working. Sometimes it doesn't work. Just put in Subconscious Laws on Facebook and just answer the questions. Then you can come join us there. All right, guys. Oh, old story. Yeah, we spoke about old story a lot, didn't we? Might be that. Or old story. Yep. Triggers. Yep. All right, guys. I'll see you later. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye.